Good morning. This is Steve Walker and Ron Cole at Collinson Hall. It's summer 2025 and we're here to discuss the local market. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning, Steve.
First off, we'll dive straight in. I'm seeing a lot of mixed messaging in national media about what is happening in the property market at the moment. We had the influence of the stamp duty changes earlier on in the year, and that's obviously had a bit of a ripple effect, but I'd be very interested in your view of how it is at the moment, particularly St Albans, which is really what people watching this will be interested in.
Yeah, it's a good question, Steve, and depending on, what paper, news outlet, station, radio station you listen to, you get different points of view. What I've found is in the last quarter, or, so far this year, especially the last quarter, we've been busier than we were last year, and that had things like stamp duty drivers that had come up also. So I can tell you, I think we're in a very, very buoyant market in St Albans and the surrounding areas, and it looks like we're going to continue to do so. If anything, it's becoming more and more stock driven. So we're finding that vendors are achieving some amazing prices. Vendors that are on the market now that lost a buyer have come back and achieved a higher figure, even at premium levels of the marketplace. So you're completely correct. There is lots of mixed messages. It can be confusing as far as a buyer, be it from first time to downsizer, what's actually going on in their local marketplace. And the best thing to do is always talk to us, and we'll give you the opinions of ourselves actually at coalface, because I'll be honest, we know and know absolutely what's going on in the marketplace, but it can be worrying. So please do talk to us. But as far as the month of July has gone, incredibly busier than we really honestly anticipated we would be. So yeah, lots of good news in the marketplace from us.
Okay, thank you very much. Good to hear. Touching on a conversation you and I had yesterday, I appreciate we're not mortgage advisors, so we've got to be a little bit careful what we say, but I was really interested in this conversation about buy-to-let mortgages and how that position seems to have adjusted by the lenders. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, I was taken aback really yesterday morning when speaking to Richard, who's our contact there at BHM Mortgages. One of the big drivers in marketplace over the last 18 months has been some landlords coming to us and saying, we're coming off our fixed rate mortgage, the variable level of our mortgages is really, really high, and we feel a little bit uncomfortable drawing such a close line between income from rent and outgoing from mortgage. Talking to Richard yesterday, and I was taken aback, Steve, as aghast to see and hear about the levels of interest rate on buy-to-let mortgages. They really, really have come down into a very, very competitive level, of which we haven't seen in that marketplace for a long time. And that could really be good news to lots of landlords who have been in a really quite precarious situation. So some really, really positive news that a market really, really needed, to be honest. So more than happy to talk to any of our existing, current, upcoming, possible landlords. We see lots of new landlords over the last year and a half who'd like to get some further advice. It's totally free, by the way. But Steve, really, really positive messages in that element of the marketplace.
No, it's good to hear, because it's been a bit under the cosh from government changes and all the rest. So it's good to hear that the whole market is actually responding. And finally, is it true that you and the team are doing the Tough Mudder in September?
It would appear to be. We've had a few people put their hands up, and then we've had a few people take their hands down. It's absolutely on the cards for the end of September. We've seen some attempts at training. Myself last night, I managed to knock out 18 kilometers on a treadmill whilst listening to Steely Dan's album from the late 70s. So yes, they are. We've got 3 or 4 participants at the moment, and I'm trying to, as we spoke about Richard from BHM, I'm trying to garner his interest as we speak. But yes, we are, Steve.
Brilliant.
Good
luck with your training.
Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, Steve.
And to the rest of them, and we look forward to hearing all about it later.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. I know you're busy, but thanks very much for sparing us the time for this.
Welcome.